Nepal lies in the Himalayas, dominated by the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest. The quake sent a mountain of ice and snow directly onto the base camp there, where hundreds had gathered in preparation for the climb to the summit. Elizabeth Palmer has that part of the story.
German climber Joost Kobusch's camera caught the moment the earthquake struck.
The ground is shaking. Oh, oh!
Then, like an explosion, a huge avalanche roared toward the camp. He and his friends dove into their tent, panting with fear in the thin air. When they crawled out a minute later, tons of rock and snow had crushed large parts of the camp, injuring both foreign climbers and Nepali guides. 18 people were killed, among them Americans. Dan Fredenberg was a Google executive from California. Here he is at base camp the day before he died. Marissa Eve Girawong was a physician's assistant from New Jersey. And filmmaker Tom Taplin, also from California, was making a documentary. Kent Stewart from Alabama escaped alive. He's now safely back in Kathmandu. In 2013, he tried and failed to climb Everest. So on Saturday, he was preparing for a second ascent when the ground started to shake.
And we just all ran out of the dining tent and looked around at all the mountains and saw avalanches coming from everywhere.
Luckily, though, Stewart's tent in the lower part of the base camp wasn't hit.
Almost immediately, they started bringing patients to our camp because we were the only camp that had tents that hadn't been destroyed. The medical facility at base camp was leveled.
Over the past 48 hours, a daring airlift has rescued more than 100 climbers stranded high up on the mountain, 2 at a time, because at this altitude, that's all the choppers can carry. And from the devastated ruin of Everest Base Camp, the helicopters have been ferrying away both the wounded and the dead. In spite of that huge rescue effort, Scott, nobody really knows how many climbers may be left on the mountain, and the weather is about to turn bad. Snow's in the forecast, and the temperature's going to plummet to -30.
Elizabeth Palmer in the London Bureau tonight. Liz, thank you.